So we continue our adventure in Miitopia. And our team of Feline Weevil, Scorp, and Ample with hair for some reason reaches the castle of Greenhorn to see the king. We then tell the king about the Dark Lord, Mitjanet, who steals people's faces. He doesn't believe us, and then, oh, there goes his face. It then goes to the forest. I have no idea how Phoebe knows how it got there, because it's so far away, and it doesn't look like this castle has any windows at all. So, yeah. But hey, I guess cats do have good eyesight or something, I don't know. We then go to the forest and find Mocho's face on a big golem thing, which our team then and Beeline in the weird duck costume sets up a trap. Havel turns it and reveals himself for no reason. Yeah, I don't feel like ever reading this. There's nothing much to say because they're going too fast for me. And I'm literally trying to come up with stuff to talk about, literally as I'm watching it. So I don't even have a prepared script or anything, so yeah. Just enjoy it. Lizard then finishes off the golem just as he got revived and arches face. Goes back to the king. So we then go back inside to check on the king. The king thanks us and gives us a lot of money. He then says for us to go warn the princess about the Dark Lord. And then we meet Princess Breezy, whatever, however you say that. We tell her about the Dark Lord, and he then asks if her friend Twilight is okay, so we agree to check on her friend and go into the town. We then talk to worried mother Marchibi, and she says her son is gone missing, and they said that someone else is also trying to help her son get back and find your son. We didn't see Twilight trying and Rajivi surrounded by goblins, and Twilight tries to attack the goblins but gets beaten up from the goblins literally just dancing or something. I don't know what the heck they are doing. Then easily defeat the goblins that they were bringing so much trouble. Chibi then runs back to the town, and we meet Twilight. He thanks us for helping him, and we then explain to her what's happening, and he thanks us, and he leaves. We then go back to the castle for some reason. The princess gives us $1,000 for some reason, and Roger does not allow Breezy to see Twilight. The king just says for us to go get the princess's fiance or something. So we go to the Ad Frontier on the way to get them. Viva and Apple with her for some reason randomly get into a fight with no reason at all. Soon we then reach the Prince Twittle. He demands us to take him to the princess, and he never shuts up. We then find the griffin. Apple literally just burnt that. Just literally cooked it. Oh no. Then Twiddle just says he beats the thing even though he literally did nothing, and now he heads off to the castle, and so do we for some reason, even though it's none of our business. And then receive money. Yay. Violet manages to sneak in and... Sorry for that wiggly camera, by the way. And then... Twiddle walks in. Twiddle gets mad at Twilight because they are with Princess Breezy. And then they get in a fight. Oh yeah. Oh no. The king then asks us to find something called a calming fruit. So, which is located in the forest, so of course we have to go get it. Even though they literally have gods for no reason. Huh. We then get the calming fruit from the forest and return to the castle, and it's all in a mess. There's some imps that messed it up, so we easily destroy them. And why aren't the gods doing anything? They're literally being paid to guard the king, and they are failing at that. Like, why don't they have any weapons or anything? Like, they literally just stand there and do nothing. We then come into the king's room where it's being attacked by an imp, and we easily destroy it with a horse. Yay. We then have to go help the princess. And oh no, she doesn't have a face. Twiddle runs away crying for his mom. And Twilight then Twilight then runs to the tower where it's freezing, and yeah. And we also go to the tower because we all know Twilight can literally do nothing. So we then enter the tower, destroy a couple of monsters, then go to the top where their princess's face is. We then find Twilight looking for Princess Breezy. He then proceeds to try to defeat the monster, but then he gets destroyed. And yeah. Then we go fight it. It literally is a pink monkey thing with armor for some reason. I don't really know what to say. So yeah, Weevil covers Scar because they are very kind and something, I don't know. I have no idea what to say, but I feel like I could be saying something. But, yeah. Still just tries to bring revive Apple, and then Apple with hands, and he's just, you know, kind of like hype or something. I don't know. They don't really die, they just fade. But yeah. Everyone's just eating stuff now. You then destroy it with sword. Yes. And species face returns. And then the Dark Lord just appears out of nowhere. And then he says, "We'll pay for this." Yeah, what are you gonna do? Tyler then just takes us before saving them. And we, of course, go back to the castle. To how do they know the game? To get Susie's face back, and they thank us with more money. And then Metro allows Twilight and Squeezy to have a relationship, I guess. That's cool, I think. Everyone claps and yeah, everyone's happy. And then the Twiddle cries for his mom. We then leave the castle for we then leave the castle to go to next door. Yeah, it's literally called next door, which is a desert. But before we leave, Magenta Mochi then Says we're about to enter next door, and that's all. He just leaves. Nothing really much to say there. We then head on to the next part, and of course, we easily finish. We then celebrate of how I'm about to enter next door. We then say goodbye to Greenhorn and yeah, celebrate. But oh no, Darkland mentioned it has stolen our teammates and stole Feline power. We then get a new power, which we become a chef, even though there is a cat class, but saving that for later. We then see what's happened to our teammates, which we then discuss about how they're being literally kidnapped, and they notice Feline is not with them, and yeah, they think he'll come find them. Probably. Yeah. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, and sorry for not uploading as much. There isn't really much Loomian Legacy stuff, or really anything that I want to upload. So yeah, sorry about that for anyone who actually gets to the end of this video to hear this. Bye.